Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new here. If you guys are new, hey, what's up? Subscribe, hop on the bandwagon, and join the fun, because it's a good time over here. And I started a new series on my channel called Life Lessons with Lauren. If you guys did not watch the first one, I will have it linked down below, but I received such positive feedback from you guys and so many incredible DMs, and I read them all. I like cried. You guys sent me such positive feedback, and you guys are so pumped for this series just like I am, which made me so excited because I was very nervous about starting this entire series because, like I said, I didn't know what you guys would think. And I'm very excited for today's topic because it is something I'm incredibly passionate about and something I think we all deal with so much. But of course, before we get into the video, we got to get our coffee fixings. So we're gonna go head on over to Caribou and get our coffee, and we'll be good to go, baby. Let's go.
Hey there. Welcome
Hi.
to Caribou Coffee and Bagels. Are you a perch member with us?
Yes, I am. Could I get a iced Americano with a splash of almond milk?
I actually think we are out of almond milk right now. We only have coconut milk as like a substitute. Do you want coconut milk?
No thanks, that's okay. Could I also have cinnamon in that?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, baby. We are locked and loaded. Oh my god. Whoa! It is a strong one. Today I'm so pumped because a lot of you guys have asked how I stay motivated, how I stay in a routine, and how I just have my life so put together. But first off, let me just start off by saying I do not have my life put together by no means. I'm just a very organized person, and like I said before in my videos, I thrive off a routine, and that's just like how I live my best life, is when I'm in a routine. I love having myself a night routine, a morning routine. I'm just a very routine type of person. But by no means, like I said, do I have my life put together. So I just want to put that out there. But I do have several tips and tricks on how I just live a balanced life with like school, friends, and YouTube. So I'm going to kind of get into the nitty-gritty about how I do all that and kind of my tips and tricks for you guys. So I guess I'll kind of start off with how I do it all in the school year and how I stay balanced and manage my time throughout the school year, because it's obviously different during the school year than it is in the summertime. So during the school year, I'm involved in YouTube. That's my main job during the school year. Obviously my classes, and I take 16 credit classes, so that's like 4 classes a semester, and I'm also in a sorority, and that's kind of like my main things that I'm involved with during the school year. And a lot of you guys do ask about the time commitment of a sorority, which I'll get into later on in this video. But anyways, how I manage it all basically is I use a planner. I'm a huge planner person, and I like a paper planner. I just kind of like seeing everything in front of me and writing out what I have to do the entire week. So I'll also have a planner and a to-do list. So in my planner, I'll write out things that I have on certain days that I want to get done, and I'll usually plan my week out on Sunday. And sometimes things do happen and sometimes things don't happen, but regardless, I still put it down on my calendar. And obviously cancellations happen and things get knocked off my list, but then that just opens more time up for me to do and focus on something else. So since I am somebody who really likes routine, I will always start my mornings off doing something that's good for me, whether it's getting out and going for a walk, and that's what I like to do in the summertime a lot, just because it's so incredibly nice out. I love going on morning walks. It's just really refreshing and like really clears your mind. If you guys are somebody who struggles with like just always having a lot on your mind and you're like really overwhelmed a lot, highly recommend going on morning walks. They're the best and I love them. It just sets like a good tone for your day. So like I said, every morning I will do something good for me, whether it's reading a book, writing in a notebook or something, going for a walk, working out, whatever it may be. I make sure to do something good for myself every morning, because that's gonna set a good tone for the rest of the day, and that's really going to be my motivation for having a healthy rest of the day and a good rest of the day. Then I'll just kind of go throughout my day, and when it's a school day, I'll obviously do schoolwork and kind of focus on that for the entirety of the day. I like to treat school as a job, which kind of sounds weird, but I will do my schoolwork from 9 to 6. I'll try to get everything done in that day that I want to get done, and I'll set certain due dates for myself. That's a just really good way, I think, to time manage your work, is to set certain due dates for it. So for me, I like to get my things done usually a day before they're due or 2 days before they're due, just so I can make sure it's to the best of its quality and that I did it all right, because if you turn it in and you did it wrong, yeah, that's a bummer. But anyways, yeah, so that's kind of how I like to time manage with school, is just to set my own due dates. I find that super helpful for me, and I do not like to do my schoolwork late at night, so I make sure, like I said, to do it in the morning or do it in between classes, that kind of stuff. And usually when I do get assigned assignments in my classes, I'll get them done that week, just so it's off my shoulders. But if it's like a paper or a project, that's a whole different story. But if it's just like a math assignment or a Spanish assignment, whatever it may be, I like to just get it done the day I'm assigned it, so I can get it off my shoulders, mark it off, and be done with it. So that's kind of how I like to manage my schoolwork. And then for working out and fitness, I think it's best to figure out when you like to work out, whether it's in the middle of the day, right in the beginning of the morning, or at night. Whatever works for you, find a time and make sure you carve out that time a certain amount of times a week. So how I do it is I like to work out about 5 times a week, so I will carve out 5 days of the week in the morning for me to just work out and disconnect from everything. And usually that'll be from like 7 to 8 in the morning, or 8 to 9, definitely depending upon my schedule. But last school semester I worked out usually in the mornings right away. I would just get up and start my mornings off with a workout. That was basically my routine, and I got in the habit of doing that pretty much every single day. So that's how I like to start that off, and I'll obviously put it in my planner and schedule the days that I'm going to be doing those workouts. But say something does come up and I'm not able to work out that one of the mornings, then maybe I just won't work out that day, or I will schedule a workout at night or in the afternoon. I'm really not a night workout person, so it would probably be the afternoon, but I do like to find time when I'm not doing anything or I'm bored to work out, because I don't do it to lose weight or burn calories. I do it as a thing for my mind, and I've just found that like working out has been such a way for me to relieve my anxiety, and has been amazing. It obviously releases endorphins and releases serotonin in your brain, so being active is so incredibly important for that. So that's why I like to incorporate it in my day at least once and whenever I can. So like I said, oftentimes it is the morning, and I definitely make sure to put it as a priority for me. And I think that figuring out what your priorities are too is also something very good for time management and motivation. So I definitely think it's very important to make certain things your priority and always incorporate that in your day somehow. I think setting 3 priorities for yourself and keeping those priorities either monthly or year round is gonna really help get you to your goals and motivate you. So set yourself 3 priorities. For me, mine is staying active, doing well in school, and maintaining my YouTube channel. And so each day I remind myself of those priorities and make sure that I'm incorporating them in my day. So like I said, the fitness one happens in the morning. Then obviously the doing well one in school happens all throughout the day. I will do my studies and set aside certain times for me to study. Also, the YouTube one comes in when I have really nothing else to do and I just have some free time. I will spend an hour doing YouTube stuff, and then if something comes up, like a friend wants to hang out or a friend wants to go get dinner or lunch or coffee or whatever, I will go hang out with that friend. And I never want like YouTube or anything to get in the way of my social life, because it can be easy to get so caught up in spending time on YouTube and focusing on school that I do forget about like a social aspect. So if a friend is going to want to get coffee with me, I'm not going to prioritize my work out and not hang out with them. Like, I'm gonna hang out with my friend instead of working out, and then just find a different time to work out, because it is very hard to schedule times to hang out with friends, especially when everybody has different schedules and different things going on in their life. So if you get the chance to hang out with a friend and you're free and they're free, go hang out with them. I think that's also something super important. You know, yes, you want to prioritize yourself and prioritize your goals and everything that you have set for yourself, but you never want to let those get in the way of hanging out with friends, because eventually then your friends are going to realize, okay, you don't want to hang out with us, or you don't want to hang out with me, then we'll just ask somebody else. And it's so easy to easily get left behind like that. I've experienced that before when I put YouTube or fitness in front of hanging out with people, and I lost friendships. I remember there was a time in my life, especially my freshman year of college, when I wasn't really enjoying myself, and I was so focused on YouTube and I was so focused on living my perfect life that I skipped out on so many things with my friends. I was just in a very bad headspace, and I let that ruin friendships, and I let that get in the way of me having a fun freshman year experience of college, and I totally lost out on opportunities. I totally lost out on friendships, and it sucked, but I obviously learned from that and grew from it, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. So I think that me going through that stage taught me a lot about myself and taught me kind of where to put my priorities and how to manage my time and how to deal with that kind of stuff, because you only live your life once, obviously, and you want to enjoy it too. Say a friend does ask you to go do something and you're like, oh, I really wish I could go, but I have to do this certain assignment for school that's due in 2 days because I told myself I would get it done tonight, and it would just make me feel good if I get it done tonight, but I really want to come. And if you really want to go hang out with them, go hang out with them. It's not going to kill you. You can do your assignment tomorrow, because I can almost promise you that the whole time while you're working on your assignment, trying to get it done, you're going to be distracted by the fact that you are missing out on what your friends are doing, and you're going to constantly be on Snapchat or Instagram seeing what they're doing and wishing you were there. And then the next day you're going to be like, yeah, I got my assignment done. I feel good. I got that done, but wow, I just missed out on hanging out with all my friends yesterday and last night, so I'm bummed about that. And then boom, you just let another opportunity pass, and then you're gonna get yourself into that routine of saying no, or being so regimented with getting your work done on your own time that you're gonna forget to go out and live a social life. And I can definitely say I got so caught up with that my first semester of college, because like you guys know, I've mentioned it before, I was in very hard classes as a pre-med major, so I would constantly put school first, which yes was good, but it got to the point where I was foregoing opportunities of going out with my friends and hanging out with them and enjoying my college experience by working on assignments that were due in a week that I could have done over the weekend, or I could have done like a couple days later. But no, I was doing that assignment the day it was assigned and losing the opportunities to hang out with my friends and meet new people and create new memories. So I think that definitely had a huge impact on my first year of college experience. So if I do have any advice for you guys, it is to, yes, care about your schoolwork and get it done on time, but do not get yourself so caught up into a routine that you're missing out on doing things that fulfill you. And so my biggest advice for you guys is to, yes, stick to your goals and stay motivated and driven, because as you guys may know, if you are friends with me, I'm a very driven person and I have big dreams and I'm super motivated. I'm very like self-motivated, I would say, just because I have a strong mindset and I do, like I said, have big goals set for myself. So I want to accomplish those goals, so I'll do whatever it takes to get to my endpoint and my goals, which is what keeps me motivated. I think my biggest form of motivation is like the future and the future I have for myself. So I think just reminding myself of that each day is my own motivation in itself. But my biggest advice for you guys, and what I want you guys to take away most from this video, is to enjoy life and make sure you have your 3 priorities, like I said. So create 3 priorities for yourself, but make sure you don't get yourself into such a regimented routine that you are missing out on life and fun, because life goes by so incredibly fast, people. Like, I can't believe I'm halfway done with college. It's actually crazy. So it's very important to make sure that you are getting your priorities done and stuff like that, but also make sure you're fulfilling yourself. If you aren't feeling fulfilled, you are never gonna feel content and happy. And that's where I messed up, is my freshman year. I never really felt fulfilled. Like, yes, I would get my assignments done, I did well in school and turned things in on time and stuff, but like I said, that's because I was doing it a week before it was due. Like, my priorities were pretty screwed up, and so I totally learned this last year to fix where my priorities were. My priorities were just clearly out of order, and I never truly felt fulfilled. I mean, when I completed an assignment, I was like, yay, it's done. I don't have to worry about that for a week. But then I would just get in the routine of the next day I would do an assignment that was due in a couple of days, but I really never truly felt a feeling of fulfillment, and I feel like that's where you can really lose yourself. If you were never feeling fulfilled, then that's when you know that your priorities aren't right, and you should totally figure out where you aren't feeling fulfilled in your life and fix that. And for me, it was the social aspect. I realized that I was becoming such an introvert, and that's probably why I wasn't ever fulfilled, because that's not who I am. I'm somebody who thrives off of other people's energy. I'm somebody who does enjoy being alone, but I do need to be social with people, and I am a very social person, and I'm somebody that enjoys going out and enjoys being with my friends, but I wasn't doing that because, like I said, that wasn't one of my priorities, and it should have been. I was missing that whole aspect of life that I needed, and I was lacking that. And I think it's important for you guys, like I said, to make a list of your priorities and figure out what you want to accomplish in your life and what you want to accomplish within the next year, and then establish your priorities around that goal that you have set for yourself, or those goals that you have set for yourself, because then you are going to feel fulfilled. And I didn't really have like an end goal in mind when I was a freshman in college. I just had priorities for myself, and like I said, they were totally out of whack and random, which obviously like threw my life in a spiral and made things really random in my life, and I didn't really have like any motivation like I truly do now. So I think that's very important, is to figure all that out. And I would first start off by setting yourself some goals, and then figure out your priorities, and then end with things that are going to motivate you to get there, and how you're going to stay motivated and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, for me, it's definitely the future and the end goal I have. I always think about the future, and that's how I'm going to stay motivated. So that pretty much sums up the best advice I have to give you guys when it comes to living a happy and balanced lifestyle. You definitely want to make sure you are doing things that are going to fulfill you and fuel your soul, because like I said, we only live life once. I hope this really helped you guys out and gave you some tips and kind of insight into what I like to do to live a balanced life, and how you guys can too. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already. And if you guys have any topics that you want me to address and talk about in my next video, definitely leave them down below, and I'll look through your guys' comments. Again, thank you guys so much for all of your positive feedback on the first Life Lessons with Lauren video. I loved everything that you guys had to say, and I read all of your DMs and respond. It was so cute. But yeah, that's everything I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.